Hey guys, welcome back to this place, and if you are new, then welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen.
I'm Calvin.
And today we are going to be watching season 2.
Book? Oh, I thought you were going to do it right this time.
Nope. Season 2, episode 12 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. This episode is apparently part of a two-parter with episode 13. We are going to break them up. And we're going to have episode 12 as one part and episode 13 as another part. But if you're watching this on YouTube, you don't have to wait. You can just go ahead and watch episode 13 over on Patreon, which will be linked in the description down below. And if you're watching this on Patreon, I'm sorry, you got to wait a little bit. But
yeah. This was originally broadcast on the same day, but the first half is the second half of a two-parter, and the second half is the first part of a two-parter. So it's confusing.
So there's another episode after 13 that was also related to 13.
Episode 11 and 12 were a special. They were a 44-minute special.
Okay.
And episode 13 and 14 were a 44-minute special. But episodes 12 and 13 were aired together.
That's very strange. That is a strange choice, but you know.
So
we're just watching it the way that we usually do, week to week. Apparently this episode was aired with the previous episode. No, this episode's aired with this episode.
Yeah.
13. Blah blah blah. You're gonna see
confusing.
it. You're gonna see it week to week like usual though. So hopefully that's okay with everyone.
One episode per week.
Yes.
It better be okay with it.
Anyway.
Got spoiled with us. Twice a week. Never getting that again.
He's speaking for Blind Wave.
That's true. I shouldn't say us. Like us. But.
Anyway, this has been a very rambly intro. What? It has. Anyway, so we are just going to get right into the episode where I assume Ba Sing Se. That doesn't really make a whole sentence, does it? Where I assume we will be either going to or in Ba Sing Se.
English major.
We just got out of the desert, so we must be around here. And we need to go to Ba Sing Se, which is here. It looks like the only passage connecting the south to the north is this sliver of land called the Serpent's Pass. To Ba Sing Se we go. No more distractions.
Hello there, fellow refugees.
Immediate distraction.
Yeah, right.
So are you guys headed to Ba Sing Se too?
Sure are. We're trying to get there before my wife Ying has her baby.
Great. We can travel through the Serpent's Pass together.
The Serpent's Pass? Only the truly desperate take that deadly route.
Great pick, son.
Well, we are desperate.
You should come with us to Full Moon Bay. Ferries take refugees across the lake.
Peaceful ferry ride or deadly pass?
Something tells me it's not going to be such a peaceful ferry ride, though.
We're all looking for a better life. Safe behind the walls of Ba Sing Se.
Well, some people from the Fire Nation happen to be going to Ba Sing Se too. I wonder if they're on a ferry.
Who would have thought after all these years?
She's seen this episode.
No, I haven't.
I'm tired of living like this. Aren't we all?
Jet, right?
My name's Jet, and these are my freedom fighters.
She's seen this episode.
I hear the captain's eating like a king while us refugees have to feed off his scraps.
What sort of king is he eating like?
The fat, happy kind. You want to help us liberate some food?
Zuko, you don't want to get messed up with Jet.
I'm in.
He's not good news.
No vegetables on the ferry! One cabbage slug could destroy the entire ecosystem of Ba Sing Se! Security!
Oh, no, that guy with his cabbages. Again. He just never can catch a break, can he?
He's the Avatar.
Ah, I see 50 avatars a day, and by the way, not a very impressive costume.
Oh, dang.
Besides, no animals allowed.
I'll take care of this. My name is Toph Beifong, and I'll need 4 tickets.
Oh, the golden seal of the flying boar. It is my pleasure to help anyone of the Beifong family.
It is your pleasure. These 3 imbeciles are my valets.
But the animal...
Is my seeing eye lemur.
Normally, it's only 1 ticket per passport, but this document is so official, I guess it's worth 4 tickets.
So authentic.
I mean, she doesn't want to get on the bad side of the Beifongs.
I've seen your type before. Probably sarcastic, think you're hilarious, and let me guess, you're traveling with the Avatar.
Do I know you?
You mean you don't remember? Maybe you remember this.
Suki!
I was gonna say.
And look at you, sleeveless guy. Been working out?
I'll grab a tree branch and do a few chin touches every now and then. Nothing major.
Sure.
You have to help us. Someone took all of our belongings. Our passports, our tickets. Everything's gone.
No passports, no tickets!
But she's pregnant and all their stuff was stolen. You have to make an exception.
No exceptions!
I mean, you just did.
I'll lead you through the Serpent's Pass.
One rule for the rich, one rule for the poor.
Mm-hmm.
Sokka, I thought you'd want me to come.
I do, it's just
Just what?
nothing. I'm glad you're coming.
He's worried?
Hmm?
He's worried about her? Why is he acting weird?
It says, abandon hope.
All ye who enter here.
I don't know.
What?
The
What
monks
is
used to
this?
say that hope is just a distraction. So maybe we do need to abandon it. Hope isn't going to get us into Ba Sing Se, and it's not going to find Appa.
But isn't the reason that they're doing all this to bring hope to everybody that they can defeat Ozai? Oh gosh.
I'm okay.
They spotted us! Let's go, let's go! Suki, are you okay? You have to be more careful. Come on.
He's worried about her because of what happened to Yue.
Maybe.
He's got the right idea.
I literally rubbed your back last night.
Wait! Oh, never mind. I thought I saw a spider, but you're fine.
What's going on with you? In the desert, all you cared about was finding Appa, and now it's like you don't care about him at all.
You saw what I did out there. I was so angry about losing Appa, I couldn't control myself.
But now you're not letting yourself feel anything.
That's
I
not the
know
answer.
sometimes it hurts more to hope, and it hurts more to care. But you have to promise me that you won't stop caring. Come on, you need a hug.
Thank you for your concern, Katara.
It's not great.
Yeah, you gotta process shit.
Mm-hmm.
Can't just keep bottling it up and pretending it's not there.
I know you're just trying to help, but I can take care of myself.
I know you can.
Then why are you acting so overprotective?
It's so hard to lose someone you care about. Something happened at the North Pole and I couldn't protect someone. I don't want anything like that to ever happen again.
I lost someone I cared about. He didn't die. He just went away. I only had a few days to get to know him, but he was smart and brave and funny.
Who is this guy? Is he taller than me?
Maybe he's not so smart.
Right.
It is you, stupid.
Right? Like, hello. You're a little slow.
He a little slow.
Oh, UA's watching.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not ready.
I can't wait to set my eyes on that giant wall.
It is a magnificent sight.
So you've been there before?
Once, when I was a different man.
I've done some things in my past that I'm not proud of, but that's why I'm going to Ba Sing Se for a new beginning. A second chance.
That's very noble of you. I believe people can change their lives if they want to. I believe in second chances.
I don't know if Jet really deserves one, but we'll see.
Everyone, single file.
Oh, she's still gonna part the sea.
It's nice to know waterbenders.
And airbenders. Mama! Oh, that's a big fishy. And earthbenders. It's the serpent.
I just figured out why they call it the Serpent's Pass.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say you did.
Oh, great and powerful sea serpent, please accept this humble and tasty offering. Thank you.
What?
I'll distract it. Katara, get everyone across.
Oh yeah, I could have just done that as well. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Power badass.
Toph, come on, it's just ice.
Actually, I'm gonna stay on my little island where I can see. Ah! Okay, I'm coming.
Follow the sound of my voice.
It's hard to ignore.
Right.
You're almost there.
I mean, not really, but okay.
Help! I can't swim. Oh, Sokka, you saved me. Mwah.
Actually, it's me.
Oh, well, you can go ahead and let me drown now.
Understandable.
There's the wall. Now it's nothing but smooth
like Attack on
sailing
Titan.
to Ba Sing Se.
Oh no!
What's wrong?
The baby's coming.
What?
Really, lady?
Now? Can't you hold it in or something?
Okay, you cannot hold it up.
As soon as I saw your
I mean, it was
scar,
bigger
I knew
than-
exactly who you were.
Oh.
You're an outcast,
Oh.
like me.
Okay. It's like he knows who he is.
I've realized lately that being on your own isn't always the best path.
Okay, but you shouldn't be with Jet. He's bad news.
Sokka, where's that water? Now get ready to push. 1, 2,
Oh no.
3, push!
I knew it.
It's so squishy looking.
It's a baby. She got a lot of hair.
Mm-hmm.
What should we name her?
Hope.
I want our daughter's name to be unique. I want it to mean something.
I've been going through a really hard time lately, but you've made me hopeful again.
I know what I want to name our baby now. Hope.
That's
Knew
a
it.
perfect name.
She's seen it before.
That's cute.
Not especially unique,
No,
but
it's
still.
not.
For this world, it is.
It's reminded me how I feel about Appa and how I feel about you.
Aw.
I promise, I'll find Appa as fast as I can. I just really need to do this.
Hopefully he doesn't find Zuko first.
You ready, Momo?
Jet. Oh, Momo's coming. He got his little wings out like his glider.
Sokka, it's been really great to see you again.
Why does it sound like you're saying goodbye?
I came along because I wanted to make sure you got through the Serpent's Pass safely. But now I need to get back to the other Kyoshi warriors.
So you came along to protect me?
Listen, I'm really sorry about last night. We were talking and saying things. I just got carried away, and before I knew it,
You talk too much.
He's cute. I like it. I ship this. I'm really scared of what's on the other side of Ba Sing Se, though. Like, they think it's this great city, but what if it's not anymore? Oh.
Sorry, Momo. Appa's gonna have to wait.
Is that the Fire Nation? That's the end of this episode. So the end of this episode is that the Fire Nation has a giant drill that they're going to drill into the wall of Ba Sing Se to get into Ba Sing Se.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be safe from the Fire Nation for very much longer then. Okay, so I thought that this was a really good episode. I am worried. Sorry, I'm just going to jump right into talking about it. But I am worried about Zuko and Jet because from what we know of Jet, he claims that he's going to Ba Sing Se for a second chance, which I don't know. Maybe in his mind, a second chance at destroying the Fire Nation or something. I don't know. But from what we know of Jet, he's not a good character. You know, he's not good news. So I kind of worry about Zuko fraternizing, I guess, with Jet because, I don't know, I want good things for Zuko, and I want him to make good friends from people in the Earth Kingdom and Water Tribe, you know, all that stuff. I don't want him to make friends with the bad people, you know what I mean? Like, I want him to just meet positive people who can positively change his opinion of certain things and not people who might harbor ill will towards him. I mean, I think a lot of people in the Earth Kingdom would harbor ill will towards him if they knew who he was. But I just think that Jet is...
We've seen previous cases of that being the case.
But I think Jet would do it in a much more harsh way, if that makes sense. I don't know, he's not a good influence on Zuko, and so I don't want Zuko to associate with him, is kind of what I'm trying to say at the end of the day.
Well, right now, we don't know why Jet wants a second chance.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's genuine or not. We haven't seen him for a long time.
Well, that's why I said, like, the last that we saw of him is all that I can base this on, you know? Like, maybe he has grown and changed, and I'm not going to dismiss the possibility of that. I'm just saying, from what I know of his character at this point, I don't know enough to say that he has changed for the better and to therefore want him to be an influence on Zuko. When what I've known of him in the past with Katara and Aang and Sokka was a negative influence where he was doing bad things.
Do you think that he would be swayed by Jet?
I don't think that Zuko would be swayed to act like Jet. I just think that Jet can get Zuko in trouble. You know, like he told Zuko, hey, like, let's get this food and everything, right? And Zuko did. So that's... I don't think that Zuko is susceptible to being charmed by Jet in the ways that, like, Katara and Aang were, because I think that they're less jaded by the world than I think that Zuko is. And I think that Zuko's seen more people who are like Jet, and I don't think that he could charm him in the same way that he charmed them. Like, Sokka was the only one that he didn't charm, right? Because Sokka is a bit more like Zuko in the way that he sees the world. You know, he's not as hopeful, I think, as Aang and Katara are of people, and I don't think that he automatically sees the best in people like they do. Whereas I think that Zuko doesn't automatically see good in anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that he has that naivete that maybe Aang and Katara do in regards to people. I think that he has seen the worst in a lot of people. I mean, starting with his own sister.
It might not necessarily be naivete, but
hope.
Aang and Katara are more likely to give people a chance who others would probably not deem them worthy of another chance.
Yeah. Well, which, like I said, I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve another chance. I'm just saying that, like, he hasn't shown to me whether or not he's worthy of that yet. You know? Like, I haven't been shown him acting drastically different. Like, he stole from those people to get food.
He stole from the captain to give everyone on board food. So that's a little different.
A little bit different, but wasn't that his shtick before? Like, we're going to take from... He was like Robin Hood, right? We're going to take from the rich and give to the poor, us. right? Like that was his thing before anyway. So it's not like that's very far venturing outside of.
I mean, before
he had
he was
set
going
himself
to destroy a village because it was occupied by Fire Nation.
No, but when we first met him, he was taking from that Fire Nation. When Katara and Sokka and them first met him, they were taking from that Fire Nation or whoever village, and then they brought the food and stuff back to their little.
Back to their camp.
Camp, yeah. So I'm just saying, like
for
that,
themselves, but not.
But
they didn't
for
like, give it
all
to the
of the
village.
lost boys that he had taken in.
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying, that's who he purported himself to be before. Is kind of a Robin Hood character of sorts.
Yeah, but
so it's not that far off.
He wasn't like following through with the give to the poor thing before.
No, but
he was.
Do you
he
not
was
understand
like.
what I'm saying?
I know, but it's not completely accurate. That's why I'm adding the caveat to the end of it. He was robbing from the Fire Nation to give to his camp, not robbing from the Fire Nation to give to the Earth Kingdom.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is that before he purported himself to be this kind of person, and now he's purporting himself to be the same kind of person that he did when he first met Katara and Aang. He didn't tell them what he planned to do with the Fire Nation. He never entrusted them.
I mean, he purported himself to be a freedom fighter. And they saw him as like a Robin Hood kind of character, someone who's very charismatic and, wants to help people. But he was more interested in hurting the Fire Nation.
Yeah. Exactly.
And now it seems like he's helping people more.
I mean, okay, if that's what you're saying.
I'm just saying that, like, just from what you've seen, before he only took care of his, now he's taking care of everybody.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is that he took care of his people, but they were not always his people. They were just random people that, like we talked about in that episode, were more like they were people without homes or families with nowhere really to go, and so that they trusted him because they're more easy to manipulate because they didn't have those things. Whereas now he's helping people in much the same situation, refugees with no homes and no place to really go except for Ba Sing Se. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that he can't have become better and that he's not doing this out of the goodness of his heart. I'm just saying that he hasn't shown enough of a change to me to, like, believe him when I've seen him pull this same act before, or a very similar act, and then become somebody who was willing to go to the extreme of killing children if it got him what he wanted and killing the other people. Like, what's to say he wouldn't sink this ship if he knew that was Zuko? And okay, all the refugees die, but so does the son of the Fire Lord. How do we know that wouldn't be a worthy sacrifice to him? Because that would be hitting a blow at the Fire Nation. At least he would think it would. Like, we of course know that Ozai doesn't really give a shit about Zuko, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that he hasn't changed and stuff like that. And of course, you have.
I'm not saying that he has, to be fair.
No, I'm saying, of course, you're being more like Katara and Aang, and I'm being more like Sokka.
No, I was mostly trying to put the events of the previous episode that we've seen him in context, I guess.
I mean, I think I have them in context. Maybe we just slightly disagree on whether or not he's shown himself to be changed. Because you think...
I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Okay, well, I'm saying in your devil's advocate argument, you think that him helping those people with the food is enough of an indication that he's changed and cares about people.
I'm saying that it is different than what he was doing before. Not that he has changed.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is it's slightly different, but to me it's not different enough. Like, I still think that he could be using that as a way to gain people's trust like he did before in order to then get them to do his bidding.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Like, obviously... I
understood.
Okay.
I was just... You were painting it, like, in the exact same framing, but...
I mean, it's very similar framing. To me, it seems very similar to what he did before. It's not different enough that I'm like, okay, yeah, he's changed. He's a different person now. He's doing this solely because he cares about people. I also, in this episode, really liked how they sort of well, there's a lot of things I liked. I liked, Suki? Will I ever say that right the first time? Probably not. Sorry, I've seen too much True Blood.
I was going to say, this isn't True Blood.
Anyway, every time she's in an episode, I call her the wrong thing. But Suki. Okay. Suki. I like her and Sokka. It's kind of weird because their names are so similar that it's like, wait, who am I talking about? Sokka. I like her and Sokka. I think that they're cute. I liked how they had I actually really liked it. I guess it's not cinematography since it's a cartoon, or does it still count as cinematography? But I liked the blocking, I guess, of the scene where they almost kissed, and then the moon is in the background between them, and I mean, literally, what's stopping Sokka from kind of going there in that moment is Yue, who is the moon, and I just thought that was a really cool, like, the way that they framed the scene of they're talking, and then the moon is right behind them, and they're getting closer to kiss, and the whole time you can just see the moon right there, and then they don't. And then, I don't know. I thought that was a really cool.
No, it's really good.
I think it's cool because it is a show that's directed at kids, and kids probably don't pick up on the framing of that, or maybe they do, but it's more of a, I don't know, I feel like I didn't notice those things as much when I was a kid. You know, I just was watching the show or the thing, and I definitely picked up more on subtleties and things like that as I got older, and like the way that scenes are framed, and knowing that things that are included in the frame of a scene are always so carefully picked, especially in a cartoon because they're drawn, you know. But like even in a television show, a lot of times people will tell you that you're reading too much into it or blah, blah, blah. And like, don't listen to those people, because there are people whose job it is to set design and make everything in a scene important. The colors, the background, like nothing is random.
No, every
in a scene
single
of television.
thing in the frame of a camera's view is intentional.
Yeah. If you don't know that, watch Breaking Bad, and you will see how carefully everything in a frame
picked
is
and
placed.
Arranged and shot
And color coordinated and everything. Like, that show is a great example of it. But all shows do it, you guys. Like, they did that on purpose, and I just thought that it was a really cool touch to that scene. And I liked that he was, which I suspected, that he was so overcompensating on worrying about her and keeping her safe, because he couldn't keep Yue safe, and that felt to Sokka like a failing on his part, even though there's no way that he could have kept her safe, because the pact that was made was before he ever met her or knew her. He would have never known her if that pact hadn't been made.
He would have had to both protect her and the moon spirit.
Yeah, and that just wouldn't have been possible, especially because, you know, they were playing catch up that whole time because they didn't know Zhao's plan, you know. So, yeah. Something I like about Suki? Okay, sorry, I have to keep checking. Suki is that she is a strong and capable female character. I mean, she's a warrior of Kyoshi, which I still want like a whole thing on Kyoshi. And so I love that about her, and she's strong and she's capable, and I love that she went to protect him where he's the whole time worried about protecting her. And I just like it because, you know, continuity in a story, it makes sense, you know, that he would be worried about that, as well as just it's a cute moment, and they kissed and it was cute, and I ship it, and yeah. I was just gonna say, I really liked the journey of Aang throughout this episode, of him thinking, oh no, I went to this extreme. I can't go to that extreme. It's very dangerous, which is true. So I need to completely shut off my emotions, because my emotions are what led me to that extreme, and that is dangerous. So, you know, he's like, you know, again, it's kind of kid logic. Although, I mean, hey,
adults
it's adult
do it
logic
plenty.
too. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like he's quite literally, he hulked out last episode. His emotions overpowered him, and he was wrecking shit. But as we know, like when you're in full control of your emotions, then you can become the best version of yourself.
Yeah. just like, it's like he was being a little bit Dean Winchester, which usually we refer to Dean in conjunction. Is that the right word?
I don't know.
In conjunction with Zuko, we usually refer to Dean in the post-episode discussions as being a Zuko kind of character, which he is. But Aang was being the, spoilers for Supernatural, I guess, but this is like season 1. Well, you learn this in season 1, is that Dean shuts off his emotions. He just buries them. He's like, if you bury your emotions deep enough, you don't have to deal with them. Not true. But that's kind of what Aang was thinking, right? Like, okay, if I just bury my emotions deep enough, I don't have to deal with them. Because it's not like you can actually, hear my voice stuff? That was weird. Anyway, it's not like you can actually shut off your emotions. You can't, was that Vampire Diaries where you could? Like, as a vampire? Okay, yeah, sorry. I was like, there was something where you could do that. But anyway.
I think it was their excuse to help the actors.
Yeah, right. But in real life, or even Avatar world, you can't just shut off your emotions and be like, I'm not going to deal with them. Because eventually they're going to come back up. But more than that, even, Aang can't do that and still be the Avatar, right? Because so much of who Aang is and what Aang is caring about Appa and other people and the world at large, you know? I can't see him being able to be Aang and the Avatar without accessing that. I like that him seeing this child be born, you know, and these people have hope kind of brought that back for him. And the child being named Hope is a little bit cheesy, but it's cute and it's nice. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So that is all that we have to say about this episode. Yes, that's all that we are going to say about this episode. Okay. As always, if you want, you can like, comment, and subscribe if you are not already.
Helps the algorithm.
Yes, it does. And if you want to see the next episode.
The next episode.
I can't talk. The next episode right now, you can over on Patreon, which is linked in the description below. It is patreon.com/Carmen Young. And there is also Expanse over there. So if you like that show,
check out the playlist. And then check out the next episode on Patreon.
Yeah, that. We are going to go now, so we will see you next Thursday, hopefully, for another episode of Avatar. Bye, guys!